There's a pain in my chest when we both walk on past. Well, it was up the coast highway on my way to Seattle. I picked up two kids with their packs and their bedrolls. We talked about music and their life on the street, and everything that they owned, it was sitting on my back seat. Now these were two self-proclaimed dirty kids. A couple West Coast punks that had been crashing, in an abandoned warehouse out there in this little town. And I picked them up and just taken them up the road a piece. And it was up just, the most beautiful road in the world, which is the Pacific 101, which I'm sure some of you have driven. And here we are sitting in this car heading up real fast, and my friend beside me is saying, he's tweaking out a little bit because he's coming down from a 3-day speed binge. So he's apologizing for that. But it's just so beautiful. It didn't matter who was in the car with me. I was happy for the company, and here we were speeding up. And speeding is the operative word because there were a pair of flashing lights behind me, and I pulled over. And the officer came over and sort of checked in through the passenger window. I went back to his car about 10 feet away. The windows are down, and the guy beside me starts to freak out a little bit. He's shoving something deep down into his pockets, putting his leather jacket up over his neck tattoos, saying things like, "I hate cops. I hate cops." And then he also said, some people might not know why they want a cigarette when they get pulled over, but I know. This may be my last cigarette as a free man. So I said, you know what? We're going to play a little game right now. This is called the Quiet Game. And I'll be damned, he knew how to play that game. And you know what? I got a $200 ticket sent to me in the mail from the state of California, waiting for me when I got back home, and I paid that. I dropped the two of them off the road a piece. Up there on a beach, they slept there that night. And for all I know, they settled down in the nearest town, and they're like raising kids, working at, a bank. But the town of Chicago, it'll always remind me of watching some boats from atop a tall building and seeing a Van Gogh painting in person while holding the hand of a girl who loved me. And it was near Joshua Tree. I pulled my car off the highway. I rolled out my pad to the sounds of the desert. And the sky was my blanket. The stars were just little dots of glass. And without turning his head, an old gray coyote walked right on past. And when I get back to Baltimore City, gonna meet all my friends at the Great Dizzy Izzy's. I'll drinking, I'll talk, and I'll play poorly. And I'll wink out the window to everyone who's not there. So please scatter my ashes throughout the Grand Canyon, so that all my friends might gather around it, not to think about me, but only the beauty. So at least in my passing, I might cause some to go there.